How to get your ex back when she has no feelings and has moved on. What can you do, therefore, if you believe your partner no longer cares about you but you are still determined to make it work? It's crucial for you to realize that you are not alone while starting off. Most people who contact us are certain that their ex is no longer interested in them. Unfortunately, the majority of the time, individuals believe it to be the reason for breakups. As you are aware, it often has to do with happiness rather than merely sentiments and emotions. In any case, your significant other may have told you that they are no longer in love with you after convincing themselves of that. As a result, you feel driven to make an effort to persuade them to resume their previous behavior and treat you accordingly. If you anticipate your significant other treating you the same way they did when things were fine shortly after a split, that is where the risk lies. When your significant other is in a very different place than you are setting yourself up for disappointment and to start pulling in the direction of seeking approval and attention. The majority of ex-lovers still feel things in actuality. It's only hidden behind bitterness, sadness, and a lack of faith in the long-term success of a union or a relationship. What can you do on how to get your ex back when she has no feelings, if they're inactive or no longer exist? Number 1. Do not repeat past mistakes. Let's start by talking about what not to do. One error that many individuals make is that they repeatedly discuss their connection with their ex in an effort to demonstrate their understanding. As a way to demonstrate their growth, also it occupies your thoughts continually. With this individual you were in a relationship with, you truly want to be able to think back on the things you learned and realized. Addressing errors from the past, even if you do it in a manner that shows you are accepting responsibility and discussing the previous relationship. Your significant other will often get upset since they will remember part of that suffering. They will be compelled to return to a mental location that they are now attempting to avoid. Therefore, you really need to make sure that you keep your discipline and don't go back and talk to them about your previous relationship. If you need to externalize, if you need to let go of your emotions and speak about the old relationship, do it in a counseling session with us or with one trusted friend or member of your family, so that we can really enjoy it in a setting that won't make your ex always want to distance themselves from you. It is also essential that you understand how tough it is to create anything new when you always live in the past. This is something that you must be aware of. Your number 1 priority should be to find a way to talk about the past mistakes that both of you made in the relationship without bringing it up. Number 2, don't make everything about you. Making the breakup healing process all about them is another major error that many make. Your ex no longer feels the love you have for them, despite the fact that you constantly express this to them in all of your interactions. Even if you aren't saying I love you and I miss you to them, you are still reaching out to them in that way. Your aura and the tone of the talk both ooze sorrow and desperation. That is not how we will be able to reawaken sentiments in your ex that have been lost or have been dormant. Make it about them, not you. It's crucial in this regard to be able to step back a little and allow them time and space to miss you and understand that you aren't getting in the way of what they believe they need to be happy. It's crucial that you avoid being seen as an impediment to their pleasure and well-being. Now that we've discussed 2 extremely crucial things to remember not to do, let's move on. Number 3, be grounded in the present moment. Let's discuss some actions you may do to rekindle such sentiments and sensations. If you know me, you'll know that I'm a person who values mindfulness and being in the present because that's when magic occurs. When you have the chance to do so, you should be able to be in the present moment with your significant other, since you will fall in love with doing so. It doesn't matter whether it's done over the phone, via text, or in person. It doesn't matter whether you have the capacity to shut out the background noise escape the grip of your feelings, and stop making the situation about your former relationship or your potential future together. Because you are able to be present in the moment and share it with others around you. They will gradually, but inexorably, start to experience that spark once again. Since many times that is the dynamic that we get ourselves into, that is the kind of dynamic that we are striving for here. If you focus on making others smile without seeking their approval, because many times that is the dynamic that we get ourselves into. Being in a state of deep misery and melancholy makes it very challenging to maintain one's footing in the here and now while feeling such negative emotions. Don't push the matter if they show little interest in chatting at all. This indicates that they need more time, and you definitely need more time to keep becoming better. Therefore, be nice to both yourself and others around you. Number 4, have anything unique to offer. You must have something new to give if you want people to feel a renewed sense of connection with you. The person they envision themselves being with is not the version of you that you were at the end of the relationship. For whatever reason, you may have established by analyzing the reasons for your breakup. If you are able to offer something new, whether it be who you were and what you had to offer at the beginning of the relationship, or new quality traits and attributes that you have developed since the end of the relationship, this will dispel their negative perception of the person they remember being with and who they rejected. By doing so, you'll be able to rekindle their inspiration and access their likely latent sensations and emotions. It does not necessarily mean that your ex no longer feels the same way about you. If you are still trying to shut you off and are still incredibly cold, angry, and resentful toward you, it might just mean that you still need some more time. You still need time to focus on developing a new you, and you also need time to assist them as they heal from and move past a dynamic that wasn't actually conducive to their welfare and happiness. You need to make time for both of these things. Number 5, find yourself once again. If you want to reignite the feelings you once had for your ex and find happiness again in your life with them, it is essential for you to rediscover who you are. It is the primary challenge that the vast majority of individuals who find themselves in a position similar to yours must surmount in order to restore their identity following a breakup. You feel down. Your world has come crashing down because you are only focused on the bad, and as a result, you are unable to see the growth and success of others, as well as the satisfaction, joy, and happiness that can be found in their life. They will take their cues from you if you're able to complete the journey and find your way back to yourself. You won't need to make large gestures or significant adjustments in order for those sentiments to return. It's more important to concentrate on your fundamental principles, on what genuinely makes you distinct and who you are, and to be consistent and purposeful in expressing those values. By doing so, you achieve a certain degree of well-being and contentment, which your ex finds to be quite alluring, even if they've admitted to you that they've lost interest in you. Be strong and courageous. We've reached the end of another video, and thank you for watching. I hope you have learned how to get your ex back when she has no feelings. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.